Good evening, good evening. Three plus one is 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. There are multiple ways to sum it up. But this one's gonna be simple. I'm gonna give it to you just where you can understand it. You only had to ask somebody what this one means, because this right here is down to earth. This one is going to be a story that I heard a long time ago versus a story that began being written over 2,000 years ago. That's how I'm going to end it. But the title of this one is Stop Letting Them Size You Up. There was a lady that loved her animals. She took pride in her animals, man. She almost treated the animals like they were human. But it was this one animal that she just had to try. She wanted to see if she could really do it. An amphibian, warm-blooded animal. It was a snake. And this lady got the snake from an early age, real small. Then the snake got to be probably about, I think it got up to 7 feet long and real thick. Had multiple sheddings. And we know once it started to shed, it's beginning to get bigger. And once things start to shed, sometimes things start to see stuff that they ain't seen before. So the things they used to do, they're not doing it no more because they shed out of it. That can be a negative and a positive. It just depends on what you put in there. But for this story right here, it wasn't a negative or a positive. It was just the nature of that animal. I'm going to stop right here and tell you, an animal is going to be an animal if you put them in a house, in a cage, build them a room, still an animal. So the snake started to get older and get bigger, and they became one. She was sleeping with the snake and all this crazy stuff. And I'll say this here. Be careful of the people that you think you know. Be careful of the people that, oh no, they ain't gonna do that. They wouldn't do that. Be careful. Because just like that snake sheds its skin, people grow into who they really are. That could be a negative or a positive. It all makes sense in a minute. Just stay with me. So the snake became sick. Snake wouldn't eat. Snake wouldn't drink. Wouldn't even move, just sit there. Until it was time to go to bed. Took her to the doctor. They said wasn't nothing wrong with her. No, she didn't go to the doctor yet. They didn't go to the doctor yet. Snake did this about, I think it was 3 weeks. Let me remind you again, stop letting people and things size you up because you think you know them, or you think what they're telling you is true. So, finally gets into the animal doctor. And the animal doctor run the test, and as they ran the test and waiting until they sit down, and he said, ma'am, tell me what's happening again. He won't eat, he won't drink, but at night he hugs close to me, so loving. Just like gets up on me and molds to my body, and I know he's telling me that he's sick. And the doctor says, ma'am, we've ran every test there is to run. Ma'am, there's nothing wrong with your snake. What's wrong with him? I love him. I don't want him to die. He said, your snake is not going to die. Your snake has been sizing you up while you're still to see how big he has to open his jaws, and how big how much it's going to take for him to eat you alive. He hasn't been eating because he's been sizing you up to see exactly what I need to do to take you off your course. He's been sizing you up just to see how much can they take before I take them out. They've been sizing you up to see exactly how stupid you are. I'm not talking about the doctor anymore. I'm talking about those snakes in your life. Those snakes that want to give you all the information. But they're not giving you information because they want to give you information. They want to give you information for you to regurgitate information so they can see exactly what they have to do to size you up and take you out. You thinking that they're your friend, or they doing this because they really fooled you. No, because let me tell you how this works. 9 times out of 10, I can guarantee you they're only doing this when people not around. Just like that snake. People around the snake don't move. The snake don't say nothing. Snake won't eat. But when they got you cornered, first of all, they shouldn't even have you cornered. But they talking to you. They telling you this, telling you that, giving you too much information, and not because they want you to know theirs. They're waiting on you to give them your information, just like a scammer, to get you, tell you all the things they need to you to tell them to get what they need to get out of you. Let me put my steadfast shades back on, because some of y'all been getting sized up and you ain't even know it. But see, you can't see it because your discernment is off. You're too busy thinking you just love this animal. You're too busy thinking that this animal is your friend. Not animal, take the animal out. You think that this person is your friend, or you think that this person they got the best interest at heart. No, they sizing you up to wait to attack. Then after you attack, now you feel bad because somebody tried to tell you what they were trying to do, but you couldn't listen because of the messenger. Well, hopefully this right here gets your attention. And I'm going to leave you with the last minute right here of this. Don't let them size you up. That's the title. But the ending is, let them think they are. Turn your discernment on. Read more, pray more, make that sacrifice to put that plate down, because that's one of the reasons you can't see nothing, the attack before it happens, because you're too busy being fleshly, feeling with your heart, and having this feeling of, oh, they got, no, they don't. They sizing you up. They trying to eat you. They are trying to eat you alive, and you don't even see it. See? Sometimes people, I had a conversation earlier or text exchange, and they were saying, well, it's kind of hard to hear that because I know who they were, or the information I have now. One thing I've learned about information, the best information comes from somebody that has experienced the bad of what they telling you. They have experienced the good of what they tell, and they are telling you they were the people doing the wrong. Listen, what I'm trying to tell you, because what I'm trying to tell you could just save you from annihilation. And it is another story. I'll call it At the King's Table. God said, paraphrasing, one of y'all are going to betray me. 12 of them. If no, not me, I wouldn't do that. Some of those people were telling the truth, and they meant that. But there was one at the table that thought that they would just, they would never do that. But God being God and his Father giving him the discernment to see people before you can see people, before they attack you, he let it be known that one of y'all would betray me, and they still tried to act like they were just loving towards you and getting close to you. The whole time they getting ready to devour you. But one thing that I saw this morning as I was thinking that out and just, talking to God about the Judases in your life. The Judases, not the snakes, the Judases. God still allowed him to sit at the table with him. God knew he was there, but he could see him. Stop letting your Judases out of your sight. Don't keep them too close, because when you get too close, you're giving them too much. You're giving them too much access. But make sure you still can see him at the king's table. The king at one end. Leave him down there though, because I gotta make sure that you ain't the one trying to take me out. Because it's never your enemy, because your enemy is who they are. It's always somebody close. And Judas sat there and said in that same room that I would never know, it's not me, I'm not going to do this. Now in his heart, did he know? I'm not sure at this moment, because I'm just telling you why it's coming. But I'm going to go check it out though. But one thing I learned is, in my fact checking in my mind from life and studying, sometimes you ain't even got to call Judas out. Judas gonna hang themselves. When Judas thinking they getting out on you, and Judas thinking that they getting away, they're not. They're just getting by. But little do they know that conviction is gonna hit so strong that they're not gonna be able to shake what they've done, because they'll be so disappointed and know that they were wrong, but they never thought that they probably would do that. But hey, while I sit at the king's table, I allow the king to be the king. And I allow the king to lead. And I allow Judas. If you on here watching Judas, because Judas ain't the person sometimes. It's what the person allows to get in them, because the enemy knows exactly how to get them. And half the time the enemy uses others to get you. So stay at the king's table. Keep your head on the swivel. And make sure Judas stay in his place. How are you going to do that? You're going to keep your eyes on God. You're going to keep your eyes on the prize and the purpose of what he got for you. And when you do that right there, I heard yesterday at church, what's love got to do with it? Got everything to do with it. Keep your heart right. Keep your heart right. Keep your mind right. Forgive right then. And cast those cares and keep moving. Because Judas going to try to come in because he think he got you, because you are so hurt and can't see right now. But you're going to be all right this time. Stay there at the king's table. There's safety in it.